should know this now. The OISC, all that kind of stuff. In the last few years, I've been a bit of a job hopper. Not to be confused with jobby hopper. Job hopper is where you go for a run around Leith without stepping in any dog shit. I've not managed that yet. The wrong part, stepped in plenty of shit. But yeah, no, in the last couple of years, I've been through about 12, 13 jobs, that kind of thing. It's real millennials does it. I started panicking a little bit. I started getting a bit kind of worried. I was like, is there something wrong with me? Am I lazy? Is it like a committophobe type thing? But I found out it's actually spelled ADHD. And I got the official diagnosis the other week, actually, so that's pretty good. Off Instagram. Self-diagnosis is the only diagnosis I'm going to pay for. DIY psychology. But as a result, some jobs I'm less suited to than others. Corporate jobs, for example. Corporate jobs is not really, it doesn't stick well with me. It's, I think there's something off about the communication. Nobody's direct, nobody speaks to you like they mean it. You know, especially in emails, when passive aggression, people sign off with regards. As per my last email. My personal favorite was, we decided to terminate your employment. What the hell does that mean? As a result, I'm working in a warehouse at the moment. The communication, I have to say, is miles apart. It's much more direct. You know, when you hear somebody from the other side of the warehouse shouting, "Bob's being eaten by the bubble wrap machine," you know exactly where you stand with that. That's an emergency, but it can be quite entertaining as well. And sometimes, you know, it's not even the job or the place itself, it's the people that you work with. And, you know, in a corporate environment like workplace bullying, that can become a real issue. Like, you can have up to, I think it's about 9, 10 stages of kind of meetings and HR meetings, and he said that, you said this, everybody's calls, emails, back and forth. In a warehouse, it's much more kind of like vigilante justice. It's much more directed. Picture the Punisher, but in a high vis. Like in my last job, I worked with a guy called Aaron, and he was getting relentlessly bullied by this guy. This guy was just a big, polished gorilla of a man, basically, and not too bright. He was kind of the guy who'd he'd get fired from the M&M factory for throwing away the dough. And so Aaron was getting pretty relentlessly bullied by this guy, and this guy would get in his face, he'd be eating his lunch, just calling him names. It's just a horrible place to be. So eventually Aaron had enough. And on his lunch break, he popped over to Sainsbury's, came back with a little bottle of Tabasco sauce, and he decanted the whole thing into the guy's baby outlet. So vigilante justice there. Now I saw what happened, and if you've ever seen the man with Tabasco sauce, it's very entertaining. Within a few seconds, the guy is sort of doubled over, he's bright red, his eyes are bulging out. There's kind of like a sort of asthmatic dragon, you know what I mean? But I don't know, you know, the active ingredient in Tabasco sauce that makes it so spicy that gives it that kick is the same ingredient in pepper spray that makes it so painful. And obviously he's breathing out all the smoke. So it became a sort of two-pronged attack. As the sort of came back for his eyes. Asthmatic dragon. By the end of it, he was in a much worse state than Bob, who had been turned into bubble wrap the same day. But at the end of the day, it worked. Aaron never got bullied again. Aaron never had to deal with any of that stuff again. So in a warehouse, you can deal with something as serious as workplace bullying, but with something as dire as attempted assassination. And so long as your box finds it funny, you're grand.